You know that feeling when you've done your analysis, mapped out your points of interest, placed a pending order, waited patiently for price to get to your points of interest and triggered you in. Finally, price gets to your points of interest, triggers you in, and still drop down enough to take you out. Immediately price takes you out, it reverses to the original direction. That was exactly what happened to me this week. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the analysis I did where I placed a pending order and what I was expecting from the market and how price finally broke my heart. Let me show you guys. So from the higher time frame, you can see here that after a break of structure, after this break of structure to the downside, price retraces inward. This is a retracement actually. This is a retracement. So from the lower time frame, looking at it from 1 hour time frame, price has been retracing inward. But on the lower time frame here is like an uptrend. You get, it's like an uptrend. So this is where price shifted structure from a downtrend to an uptrend, came back to this other block, respected this other block, and since then price has been expanding to the upside. Okay, so this was the analysis I did. I saw this break of structure here. After the break of structure, this was where I anticipated price to come back to, right? And I wanted price to come back to this level, at least to come back to this level. This is where I placed my pending order. So I placed my pending order here, just at this point. Then my stop loss was just a little below this zone, just like this, right? So I was like, even if price would drop down, it will not drop all the way down to take me out. But I was wrong. Price eventually dropped down, took me out, and reverses immediately. My take profit was here. I wanted to see price come back to this level, at least to clear this level. This did not happen on Monday. I waited for this setup since Monday, Tuesday, and finally this happened on Wednesday. And you can see price just dropped down, took me out, and went back up immediately. Okay, so this was on Thursday. This one here happened on Thursday. If I had seen this, I would have picked this trade. I didn't even place a pending order here again because I wasn't so sure what the market would do. So I wasn't at my trading desk when this happened. When I came to check, price had already gone halfway. Price was just around this zone. I didn't just want to jump in. That's like fear of missing out, right? I didn't want to jump in. So I just allowed the trade to run. And you can see price traded all the way up, even took out this level that I was expecting price to take out. I still came back to the market on Friday to look for another opportunity. So I mapped out this other block here as my point of interest. Pick this trade here. My stop loss was down here, and this was where I placed my take profit. Immediately I picked the trade, placed my stop loss and my take profit. I just closed my chart and allowed the trade to run. Okay, so when I came back to check, I noticed that price had already gotten to this level. If I was looking at my chart, I would have closed this trade around this zone. I wouldn't have even waited for, I would have closed this trade around here when I noticed that price was retracing. But I wasn't looking at my chart. By the time I came back to check, I noticed that price had already dropped down to this level here. Price had already dropped down to this level. So I just closed the trade with 1:1. You know, sometimes it can be really painful. Do you get it? It can be very annoying waiting for your setup to play out, and when it eventually played out, you are stopped out before the main move starts.